no matter how I cut it, I'm gonna just have to get down to do this stuff from the ladders, and then we'll see. The lift is something that is hard to get right now. I mean, everybody's at the end of the building season, so equipment is tough to get a hold of, and it is expensive. So I will see what I can get done here off of the ladders, and but I definitely want to work to get this closed in. This is one of the last big outside pieces that needs to be done with OSB, so we'll get at it and just keep plugging away at it one piece of OSB at a time until we get it closed in. In all reality, I should have put OSB sheeting on this while it was on the ground. However, we didn't have time that day to do it, and now I'm gonna suffer the consequences of doing that and having to sheet it up in the air. I'm gonna try and do as much as I can from the ladders in order to get it done, at least so I can get these windows blocked in, and the lower ones cut out so I can finish the house wrap. The upper ones I will try to do as much with the ladder as I can, but I may need a lift because there's got to be some up at the top here where the outriggers come out. They're at an angle, so I'm gonna have to do some cuts on the OSB to match that, so it levels out when I get everything finalized. But that's some work that's gonna take some time, and we'll see what we can get done with that. But I'm not sure if I can do that from a ladder. I'm not sure if my ladders are even high enough to do that, so I still might end up having to get a lift to complete it. But I at least want to get the windows set and cut out so that I can finish the house wrap on the lower part of this, and get those lower windows installed. Again, these upper windows were mismeasured by the company I ordered them from, and so I'm gonna have to wait 20 weeks to get those replacements. So we'll just leave them plywooded up and covered with house wrap for the winter, and in March, once we get the windows, we'll get those installed. Okay, that's gotta be a problem. Okay, well, back to the drawing board with that. All right, well, I'm really gonna have to outthink that one, because I can't just put the two straight pieces up there. I'm gonna have to calculate those distances and the angles to match the roof line. Oh, that was not only hard, but that was sketchy. However, I got it up there. We'll see about that top peak part. But we're getting closer and closer. But shit, that's wearing me out. The OSB for the peak required the most amount of thought and the most amount of cuts and angles to make sure it actually worked out. I'm actually pretty impressed that I managed to get this correct on the first round, considering how much effort went into making sure that it detailed out with the outriggers. Overall, it slid into place pretty easily, making it the last big piece of angled cuts I had to do. Well, hopefully it's their time to charm. That one little outrigger caused me a little bit of a problem, and so I thought my measurements were right, but they were off just a hair. So we'll try again. Well, all right, I got that one. Now I just have the two side pieces here, and that center piece, the last of the OSB, will be up. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're making good progress. Shit.
Come all you young rounders, and a story I'll tell of the promise of heaven and the warning of hell. Take heed where you ramble, or Too soon you will go, way up on the hillside where the new flowers grow. Well, he met in the springtime, the sun sinking low.
I will say that I'm pretty proud of myself
Two
getting all this
star-crossed lovers
siding up on the backside here without
in the
having to use
still
a lift.
melting
I
snow,
really thought I was going to have to get a man lift for that.
where the loving
Get
was
it done, but I
easy.
managed to square it away with the ladders. A little sketchy and a little risky, but I got it done. And so now we'll go ahead and we'll
Well,
cut
they
out
called her a beauty.
the windows, at least the lower ones that I can put the windows in when I'm ready.
Called him a thief. In the quiet of the evening, they'd steal away where the laughter would flow and the fiddle would play. Well, the folks called it wrong, but hell, it seemed alright in the sun-painted picture, and the day turned to night. Come up on the hillside, we'll have a time. If you'll bring the kisses, honey, I'll bring the wine. Keep your heart guarded, or too soon it'll fall. When one walks back home, well, she walked up the hillside.
All right, well, I got all that cut out. At least I can fit these 3 windows in. I have the windows for those. Like the top 3 windows won't be here for another 19 weeks. So we'll just leave the plywood up there and we'll sheet house wrap over all of that. But that's a big step to get all that sheeting on and to get these windows cut out and ready for the last of the house wrap, so that we can get to the next phase, which will be windows. Anyway, this has been a huge project, and we've got a lot more to go before November 15th. That's my cutoff date, because at that point we're going to head to see family in California. So I've got a lot to do still to get it all dried in before we leave, and I've still got a few more weeks to go to get that done.
She heard 2 shots ring out down in the town. There was 3 on.
Well, after giving it some thought, I'm gonna cut these windows out, and then I'll just put the house wrap over it. It would just be easier, because if I don't do that and I try and cut them out after the house wrap's on there, the skill saw is gonna just tear up the house wrap, and we'll make it to where I can fold it in and do what I need to do around these windows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get busy cutting that out this morning, and we'll be one step closer.
Always remember, and I'll never go back up the hillside where the new flowers grow. Back up the hillside where the new flowers grow.
So just for those that don't know, I drilled the holes with the hole saw so that I can get the sawzall in there easier and be able to turn corners and be able to move that sawzall around pretty easy. So just a little explanation on why I did that. My decision to cut out these windows was a good decision all the way around. So that way, as I said, I'm not destroying the house wrap once I get it on here when we go to do this later in the spring once the new windows arrive. These replacement windows will not be here until March or April. And so the idea of having to do this in the spring just makes it easier to do it now. That way it's out of the way, and I can wrap this with house wrap and just leave them sealed until I actually have to put the windows in. Anyway, if you like this type of thing, please remember to like and subscribe and share the videos. And make sure to leave some comments. I certainly enjoy getting them. Anyway, I truly appreciate you spending time with this video, and thanks for watching.